Good morning, Richard Beckley here. Happy Wednesday morning to you. We're on a Monday. We're on a Wednesday. So we're on a Relationship Wednesday on your 4 keys to a healthier, happier you. And still going through the 12 daily reminders. We're up to numbers 7 and 8 today. Number 7 is happiness is found within. And number 8 is positive thoughts create positive things. So number 7, happiness is found within. That's so true. We all want to have happiness. We all think, oh, we'd like to have happiness. And quite often we think, oh, if I had perhaps had this nice car, or if I had this nice house, we had a lovely holiday, we had a bit of a relationship, that would bring me happiness. But unfortunately, that's not inside. That's outside circumstances. So you're hoping something outside will bring you happiness inside. Although you may be pleased if you have these things for a week or two, after a while, it's still you inside. So that's not what's going to do it. So unfortunately, it's having to think inside. Happiness is found within, not external, it's internal. And it's first of all, it's being grateful for what we already have. It's actually learning to control that little voice inside our mind, because that's what gives us our perspective on life. It's that little voice. If we're telling ourselves we're not happy in our mind, we won't be happy. If we're telling ourselves we are happy, we will be happy. So it's getting control of that little voice. And the first step to do that is to actually just be grateful for what we already have. Being grateful for where we are born, when we're born, what we have, family, friends, a roof overhead, chance to work, we can breathe, live. We've got so many things to be grateful for. And once you actually put that in perspective, you can be happy with what you've already got. And then you can think, okay then, and I want certain things in the future which I can get in time. So that will actually give yourself the power to know that you're actually creating your own life. And that makes you happy internally, because you think, well, I've created the life I've got by decisions I've made. In that case, I can create the life I want in the future. So you're internal happy because you think, well, yeah, I'm in control of my life. It's not getting outside circumstances thinking they're controlling all me and I've got no control over anything. That can lead to unhappiness and depression sometimes, because you think you've got no control. When you realise you're in control of it, control that little voice in your head first of all. That's the most important part. And you think happiness is found within. So once you get control of that voice, you can tell yourself you're happy. You can be grateful first of all for the little things. And then you can be forward on to bigger things you want in the future. That's the first one, is happiness is an inside job. The next one is positive thoughts create positive things. And that is so true. As I said before, it's that little voice. It's all down to that little voice. Once you start to get that little voice on the positive side, things in life look better, look rosier, if you like. Unfortunately, we live in a negative world. The newspapers, the TVs, anything you get unreported, it's always on the negative side. That sells papers. That's what they're supposed to do. But that's getting fed into us all the time, 24 hours a day, during the day. So you need to actually take the effort to actually start putting some positive into our own minds ourselves. Could be an audio book, could be reading a normal book, could be like podcasts, could be anything you want to do. But you need to start putting some positive in your own mind to counteract all this negative. Once you start to do that, you actually change that little voice from a negative one who's always looking at the downside of situations to a positive one who's looking at the upside situations. You'll always still have problems are going to come along, and just because you think positively doesn't mean you no longer have problems. You're always still going to have problems. Life throws you problems. That's what life does. But once you've got a positive attitude, you look at getting the solutions to that problem, and you move forward much faster. If you've got a negative attitude, you see the problem, you grow on the problem, you make the problem, you overthink the problem, make the problem much bigger than it is, and you sometimes can't even get past that problem because you're focused on the problem. With a positive mindset, you actually look at a solution to the problem and move forward much faster, and you can create the life you want because you're creating solutions all the way through your life. You're not creating problems, which is what a negative mindset does. A negative mindset creates problem after problem after problem. You think, oh God, if this goes wrong, then that could go wrong. If that goes wrong, that could go wrong. Oh my God, and that could go wrong. That's how a negative mind works. A positive one says, oh, that's a problem. I can overcome that by doing this. Problem solved. Come along. Oh, another problem. I can overcome that by doing this. Problem solved. That's how you work. That's how your mindset changes. It's getting a positive one from a negative one. And that will then create more positive situations in the future. Because when your mind's positive, you look at more positive things in the future and you move things forward better that way. I did put the thing in. Yeah. So you said, once again, if you focus on the problems, you're going to bring yourself problems. You focus on the solutions, you're going to give yourself what you want in the future, and then just life will move forward and you create your own life. I think my phone's slightly tipping up. There we are. There. Have yourself a good one. All the best for now.